Okay, so this is my fit. You guys are totally welcome to play music in the background. So this is the Symposium, which is where Mitch talks about something he thinks is important. And today's Remembrance Day. What? Why are you laughing? Mitch, yeah. This body, this organism. I just refer to myself as Mitch. I try. It keeps me present. I was like, Mitch, what? I'm Mitch.
Praise be.
Praise be to Jesus. To whomever you are. So, what I was thinking about today was today's Remembrance Day. And at 11 o'clock, you're supposed to do a moment of silence. And a moment of silence is just a moment. 60 seconds by the clock. But the moment is incredibly hard to be in with full attention. And when we go into the moment and we are resting in that space with our hobbies and our histories, it's like our mind doesn't stop. We start to think about all these things, probably where we're supposed to be later that day. I mean, it's hard to focus on anything at any given time. That's very important to know, because if you can't, that means all these moments that are happening to you aren't entirely up to you. They're not under your control. Something else is happening. And one of the most insidious things about today is that this is going to sound conspiratorial, but the big data companies want your attention. Time on site is the most valuable thing in today's world. It's more important than oil. What you pay attention to and how much you pay attention to it are the two most important things in your life. But it's never changed. It's always been that since the beginning of time. But marketers have now figured out the best way possible to do that with social media and online. It's very easy to get sucked in and then have the algorithms choose for you. And a Symposium, I don't know, a month or so ago, I was talking about choosing is a skill. Making decisions is a skill, a developable skill. The less time you spend making conscious decisions against the adversity of the decision, the harder it's going to become to make decisions in the future. And the algorithms will make decisions for you whenever possible. They want you to watch Netflix shows that you didn't know existed because you never went and looked for them on your own. They show you them and say, hey, watch this is cool. And then you're like, okay, it's easy. That looks good. Every single time you do that, they get better at doing it for you, and you get worse at living your own life. It's very important to sit with this. I'm not saying that the world's going to come to an end and I'm not a catastrophist. What I am saying is that if you have any inclination at all at living an authentic existence, of being able to rest in the moment peacefully, being able to sleep at night, it might start with the next decision you make, and then the one after that. Because those decisions are just leading into each other. They're just getting better and better at being. And until to the point where you can actually look at these things on social media and be like, that's so fucking stupid. The ads that they make are so fucking stupid. Right, Tara? God. I hate commercials. They're so stupid. There's Rogers commercial. I see Rogers.
Did you know a prostitute in the trucking world is called a commercial?
Come on.
Yeah.
A prostitute.
Truckers over the road worker 19, we got a baby brown rapper. They sing commercials for the prostitute.
Why do you think they call them commercials? That's horrible.
Have you been in a commercial?
No, I haven't. Jack, you've been in a commercial. Yeah.
They're also known as lot lizards.
Lot lizards. That's they're also humans.
I used to have a bumper sticker that said no lot lizards.
No lot lizards. No lot lizards. I don't know how to tie that in to what we're talking about, but I feel like the closest thing I could say is that lot lizards, or the commercials who are referring to, the humans who are referred to as commercials, also make decisions. They made the decision. I feel like a lot of their lives have been impressed on them, unfortunately, and they don't have freedom. Freedom is the ability to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Pardon? You can choose the prostitute you want. You can choose the commercial you want. You can. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a lot lizard. I'm sure there's a lot of authentic lot lizards out there. The only issue that I have is that whether or not they willingly and consciously choose that. the algorithms know us more than we know ourselves?
They take an unbiased opinion of all your actions and give you what actually makes sense.
Oh yes, that's right.
From the algorithms.
Pardon?
Maybe you can learn from the algorithms.
Algorithm. Agamemnon? The Greek
Oh,
king?
that's right.
No, but Mo, you made a good point. If the algorithm collects all this data about you and it neutralizes it, and it's just information, then it can give you the best decision possible, the one that's going to serve you best for the future. But then I would only ask, well, why can't we do that?
You're not objective.
Why?
You're not.
Why not?
You have emotions.
But have you ever been aware of your emotion?
You can be, doesn't make you objective.
You,
You're still trapped within that cycle.
well, imagine if it was possible.
I know, but imagination exists. It's called algorithms.
It's called algorithms? The imagination exists, it's called algorithms? That's cool. I never considered that before.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I would say to that is that it would be harder and more worthwhile to learn and investigate your own decision-making skills rather than pass it on to an agent. I mean, I'm not saying the algorithms are bad, like Sauron bad, but I am saying that it'd be. I think it's because it's harder to make a decision, then that's worthwhile. Like every time you do something, in the car, this is what I wrote in my essay. If you seek to make your life easier, you will get weaker and your life will get harder. But if you seek to make your life harder, you will get stronger and your life will get easier. And it's worth considering.
Yeah.
Just wanted to add, I think, like what you were saying about algorithms, I don't think the nature of them is bad. I think it's a tool. It's how we use it that can be bad. So I think one valuable thing, like one thing for me, because algorithms are more popular, it shows to me that there's a disconnect. We've forgotten how to do something.
Yeah.
So people are studying, trying to figure out how do we get computers to do this. But that doesn't mean we should give the algorithms everything. Let's study the algorithms ourselves. How are we better understanding how to do this? How does a computer do it? Then you can learn how to do that for yourself. So if you understand how the computer's doing it, like this is a simulation. The algorithms are simulating human thought.
Yeah.
So we're trying to better understand our human thought by simulating it. So if we flip that again back to ourselves and say, okay, well, what am I learning from a computer doing this? How does that change the way I think? I think that's a good way to use algorithms. They're all tools, and we need to look at how we use them, not necessarily like giving up to them and being like just drive me to work basically.
Yeah.
It's like letting the car drive you versus driving the car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Mo. Does anybody have any final comments?
The word algorithm is derived from the name of mathematician Khwarizmi, who was, I think, Persian but lived in North Africa.
Really?
He did nothing about algebra, he invented another mathematics.
Interesting.
What was his name?
Khwarizmi.
Khwarizmi?
Yeah, when the king started the Greek,
How?
he probably has a Greek name. That's where the word algorithm
Really?
comes from.
Yeah, it's always good to look into the origin of the words that we use, right? I don't actually think I've ever looked at algorithm before. But yeah, then etymology just means truth. The truth, the origin of the thing. So if you look into the past, you can see where it is now from a perspective of how it got there. Kind of like making decisions. Okay, the more conscious you are of what you do, the more control you have over how you do it, right? And then there's nothing wrong with algorithms. I think they can definitely help. Like sometimes it's better to let the car drive you, but if you always let the car drive you, you're gonna forget how to drive. And I'm not even saying that that's bad. It's just consider how it makes you feel at the end of the day. If you don't feel like you feel good in the presence of yourself in a moment of silence, you might want to think about why that is. And it might be because you aren't making any decisions for yourself. Well, thank you so much for listening to me talk for this. This was fun. We're gonna have the next, the funny